it's Mia from Rose Nails by Marissa Coombs, and I'm going to be using this Moonlight series number 11 from SBD London today. Isn't that the most gorgeous blue? Can we just stop and appreciate that blue for a sec? Oh my days. Right, this set that I'm going to do was a bit of an accident actually, so just watch and see. I'm going to be using Cat's Eyes 3, 9 and 10 from SBD London, the 5D Cat's Eye range. 5D Cat's Eye number 3 is this beautiful green, and what you're going to do is you're going to paint, well, you would paint up from the cuticle on a client, but I was doing it this way because my camera was in the way, so I'm painting backwards. But you want to kind of paint the top 2/3-ish, doesn't have to be neat, of your nail, and you're going to leave it wet. So I kind of scooch past some of them in a sec, look, boom, just on my last one. So all of these are still wet, I'm not curing these yet at all. And I was trying to go for like a Northern Lights thing. So I'm going to use Cat's Eye 9 and 10. Number 9 is this gorgeous gold. And number 10 is not open. Is this really nice kind of like burnt orangey reddy tones. It depends on what light it's in. And I'm going to be using my SBD London striping brush. And this green Cat's Eye is still wet. All still wet. We haven't cured anything yet apart from the blue base colour that I put on at the beginning. So I'm just going to kind of create a really loose marble-ish with the two other cat eye colours going through it. And I'm going to do all of my marbles from top right to bottom left. And no matter what way you decide to do your marble, make sure you do it the same across all the nails. So before we cure that, I'm going to get my magnet and just kind of push all of the pigment into the same kind of swoosh that I have just made with the marble. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. So all the colour kind of blends together. I was having a proper little faff with this. So if you bring your magnet from the side upwards, it will push all the pigment to the surface. And then if you use your little round end, it will sort of make black where the circle was. Right, so this is just a reminder to do it all in that one direction. And I'm just going to finish the rest of them. So this is all of them marbled and then magnetised and cured for 60 seconds. Then I'm going to be using my Team Gorgeous number 1 white from SBD London. This is the best white known to man. It's amazing. So I'm just going to paint the tip of all of the nails of the bottom third of the free edge. So you're kind of doing like a French, but it's not a French. So as you get towards the cat's eye, you want to kind of use that brush and butt up the product so that it's a nice smooth-ish line at the top, so you can't see any brush marks. But it does not have to be perfectly straight. Oh! I messed up. I nearly saw then. I messed up. Okay, so don't do that. Don't do that at all. Matte top coat them all first. And then do that step that I just said. I was like halfway through doing it and then I was like, oh my god, I didn't top coat them first. Ah! So you can choose to shiny top coat them or matte top coat them, but I love the look of cat's eye when they're matte. Look at that. That looks so Northern Lights to me. I love it. So yeah, now you can carry on with that white step. Oh my god, I didn't have my brain screwed on at all this morning. Oh my days. So yeah, now you've got them matte top coated or shiny top coated, whichever you prefer. Again, yeah, you painting the last third of those tips, and again just butting that product up so you get like a smooth line with no brush marks in it, but don't make them straight. I want them to be kind of bumpy and lumpy. So that's had one coat of white and then it's gone in the lamp. For the second coat of white, I'm going to do it and then leave it wet. And then I'm going to get my Yoyogi gel paints. This is number 10, which is their white. They've got 12, I think. I think they've got 12. 12 gorgeous gel paints. I really like them. They cure really well. They cure in the lamp for 60 seconds. Same as anything by SBD London, by the way. That all cures in 60 seconds too. So I've just used a dotting tool to create a little dot of a head and some kind of dots of a body. I wasn't really sure what I was going for here. Like I said, I kind of made up this set as I went along. I just knew I wanted to do winter and I wanted to do northern lights. So apart from that, everything was just made up on the spot. So this was meant to be a polar bear, but it does look a bit more like Arctic wolves by the end of it. But either way, I don't really care because they're both cute. So I'm just drawing out a really rough shape. You can see in a minute I put a really big belly on it. Because I wanted it to be polar bear belly. Because I was thinking polar bear, but then when I did it I was like, that totally looks like a wolf or something. So I'm just making that face a little bit more sort of pointed and giving it a little ear. And a little stubby tail it's got there. And I'm just making sure that all of the feet are connected with the snow. And then don't cure that yet. This is all still wet. So that second layer of snowy tip and the wolf / polar bear, whatever it is all still wet. And then I'm just going to create a couple of bits of snow coming down. I don't want to overload it because I want to see that Northern Lights effect behind it. So I decided I was going to do this set in completely in matte. And so I am covering my gel polish and gel paint in white acrylic, and I will cure this for twice as long as I would normally cure them. So SBD London gel polish and the Yogi gel paints both cure in 60 seconds. So if it's got acrylic in it, or if I've sugared glitter onto it, I will cure that for 120 seconds. So I will double cure it. I like to cure it twice as long. Now, this is just one of the other nails. I do a tree on this one. And, oh my god, I made a boo-boo. I made a boo-boo with this nail. I really didn't have my head screwed on today at all. So with this nail, obviously I am using my Yogi gel paints to create the artwork on the nail. But what did I forget to do first? I forgot to use my white gel polish to do the snow. So when I'm doing the acrylic in a minute, you will all pee yourselves laughing because I'm like, why is it not sticking to the snow? I don't get it. And then afterwards I was like, oh my god, you're such an idiot. Oh my days. I have way too many days like that. But anyway, for the tree, I am just doing like a white silhouette of a fir tree. So these are all like silhouette kind of drawings. So I'm not going to put any details onto them, like any faces on the animals or any sort of fur on the animals or anything like that. These are just rough silhouettes that I was doing. So again, we've got a nice wet white tree. We're going to put wet white dots on, and then I'm going to spend like 30 seconds pouring acrylic on and wondering why it won't stick to the dry gel polish. Oh my god. If you do that on a client, by the way, and you've already sugared acrylic, look, there we go, I'm like, why is it not sticking? If you do that, once the acrylic and the wet gel polish is actually cured, you can just get it out of the lamp, put a wet layer on the snowy bit, and cover it in acrylic and start all over again. It's not a huge problem, but I was like, oh my god, I'm such a dingbat. Look, why is it not going on? Oh my god, please tell me I'm not the only one that makes stupid mistakes like this. I always realise, but I always make them. So I'm like, look, here we go. Look at that nice shiny tip still. So I'm just going to do some artwork on the other three. I just do another wolf on one and I leave the others as plain. And once they come out of the lamp, they're going to need a brush to get my teeth in. Get rid of any excess acrylic. And here we are. These are so much prettier in real life. I do sort of grab one of the nail tips in a minute to show you, because when I was showing the camera like this, you couldn't really see that northern light effect, and they actually look really nice. I was really happy with how these turned out. So this is the northern light effect. It looks really nice with that midnight blue base underneath as well, because you can see that through, and it just looks amazing. I was really happy with how these turned out, considering I didn't plan anything at all. Right, I'll leave all the products that I've used down below, and please do subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!